Today, I have a very premium guest to interact with me from California. He is Professor Mohsin Ahmed, a wonderful mentor for students. He is admired by students for his giving them freedom to think, and he inspired them to think from what is their inside. He helped them to promote their innate qualities and talk to them freely without syllabus. He go beyond syllabus. He has vast knowledge base, vast reading experience. More than everything, he respect human beings. He consider his students like his co-learners, and he inspired them with his role model of humility and simplicity. So today we are making a casual conversation without any agenda, and I wanted to make it around the concept of learning groups, which I am propagating these days, asking students to create learning groups, dreaming groups. Learning group is also earning groups. So I'm telling a punchline, learning is earning. If they are not able to earn, there is no meaning for their learning. So what is that they are delivering, which people are ready to pay and take? This is my focus these days. And I also must have shared with you a thought of 1,000-pillar organization. It is a thought came to me recently, but I know this was the theme of Global TV for past 20 years. Build the organization on pillars, pillars of visionary action leaders, not on the concrete pillars which will collapse anytime. So please enlighten me and our viewers on whatever thoughts that is coming on top of your mind right now.
I think you are a great inspiration, Mr. Paulus, for all the students in Bangalore, and I have learned a lot from you and interacting with you in the Lobo Riverview. So, and it's all because of your good wishes and all the people in Bangalore that has allowed me to teach so well and make a difference. And mostly it's about showing students the way. They are like self-learners. I don't actually teach everything. I just show them, here's a book, and they have to read, because we spend 1 hour in class and they spend like 10 hours at home reading. So we just have to give them direction. And I tell them, you will find what you search for. So if you look for good stuff, you'll find good stuff. If you look for bad stuff, you'll find bad stuff. And same thing everywhere, in internet, in Facebook, in Google, wherever you type something, you'll find that. You go find type of friends, you'll find that kind of knowledge. So direction is important, and the mind. And do not give up easily. Work hard. It is not easy. And it is not like somebody else will do your work. You have to do your work.
So what make a student different than the people who are going with the syllabus and going with the books and waiting for instruction from teachers?
So I think instructions are needed because they need some direction in life. So students need to have some syllabus, and so that they have a standard course, so that everybody studies the same material. But after that, once, like in America, there's very little syllabus. Every student has to do their own research from small age. From like second standard, they will be doing their own projects and research. And then they have a special, and in India, like we have more structured syllabus. So everybody studies the same classwork and same coursework, same problem solving. But then each has its own advantage. And the world is changing. So right now, the world is changing so much that you get everything available on online. So there's no reason for students to not take advantage of it. They can spend time on, like, say, TikTok or Instagram, or they can spend time reading. And it's not easy. You have to concentrate. So that means is not get distracted by things happening around you. You have to like focus, and many hours you have to focus, not like for 5 minutes to study and think about it, not just listen like a TV. TV will not allow you to think. You have to stop and think. Read a book, read one line, think. Is it right? connect the dots, and go to the next step. So it is all about thinking and doing and having a peaceful mind. And answers will come slowly. And then do good for others, and the good will come back to you.
Sir, thinking is the process where we see things inside. Now, when I attended appreciative inquiry and NLP programs, it was analyzed and understood. It took time for me to understand what is thinking all about. Thinking is a simple five sensory experience. What you are seeing without using your eyes, what you are hearing without using your ears, and what you are feeling without a real touch, and what you are smelling without a real flower or something, and what you are tasting without something real. These all are the things called thinking. And in thinking,
Yes.
one part is the memory, you are thinking about the past, and the other part is imagination, you are thinking about the future. And my question to you is, what is the role of imagination in the make of a wonderful, successful person?
So yeah, that's a very good. You already answered the question. Imagination, but imagination has to be what do you call constrained by reality. You cannot imagine that like you're going to the Jupiter or something. You have to be somewhat realistic. You can't. So realism and realistic comes from knowing the reality, studying the world, going out and meeting people. You can't say that I want to go do this. You have to go out and see is it possible, and take the step one by one. You cannot jump. Quantum jump is not possible in real life. And talk to them and find your steps and don't get discouraged.
I agree with you. Quantum jump may not be possible, but quantum jump is possible in thinking. Moreover, when you say realistic, realistic has a problem. Realistic means one lady told me, one chartered accountant in an office told me, Mr. Paulos, you should be realistic. So I asked her back, whose realistic you are talking about? Is it your realistic or the clerk in your organization or the chairman of your organization? All the three has different realistic in when we analyze. So realistic
Right.
is like your capacity to think. And when you have that thinking as a quantum jump, then slowly, step by step, that is what you are telling us. The action should be step by step taken. Now, I when started with the dream of global TV, I had a quantum jump in thinking, but I went on putting little by little effort. Now it is 22 years. But as when I see now, if I would have taken the steps little by little only made me to reach at this level wherever I am standing now. So you are telling again the steps to be taken clearly, little by little, while your thinking can go ahead of your steps. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir. You are a good example of like how to succeed
Thank
and
you.
with good effort. Also to empower other people, not just succeed for yourself, make the whole society successful. So that is another point which you brought out is that your global TV is helping other people also and people you don't even know. There are people in the world who are watching your video and they're saying yes, that is the way to succeed. So yeah, so basically, quantum jump means that you can imagine, but then like you have to do the work also. You can't just say I will become win a lottery. You have to actually go out and do your homework. You can't say somebody will do my homework for me.
I perfectly agree, sir. So, see, when I started with Global TV, I'll tell you one very nice incident that happened in Riverview itself, where you have visited. A friend of mine came with, I had fixed a recording with Music Family, and that was
Right.
introduced by a friend of mine. And when the Music Family came, along with them, another friend of mine also was there with them. And then what happened is, seeing me, he introduced me to the Music Family, saying, this is Paulos, he is my friend, he is running a local TV called Global TV. This is how he introduced me. So I asked him, Mr. Kishore, why are you introducing me like that? Why can't you introduce me? Paulos is chairman of Global TV, or at least Paulos is running Global TV. So he corrected and presented it again. He again told, this is Paulos, he is my friend, he is running a local TV called Global TV. So I realized the problem is not with him, the problem is with me. I am running global TV like a local TV. That means without me changing, nobody can call me Global TV. So I understood this is the way which I am running the show in a small office and in a small setup. I cannot make Global TV. So I had those days a shared office where I was not paying even rent. I had only a table and chair there. Then what I did is I went and removed the table and chair back to my house and closed operating from that office. Then I decided I want great visionaries to become editors in my channel and whom I cannot buy by paying any kind of salaries. So I adopted a method. If I want someone great working with me, the easiest way is I should go and work with them. When I went and started working with the great visionaries, automatically they started working with me. There I started thinking if I get 1,000 such visionaries, I can do something good for society. And that is what is happening in Global TV. So in 20 years, we have more than 1,000 visionaries connected and we have definite way of progress. And I'm very thankful to you. You happen to be a great visionary whom I came across and interacted with and connected with.
You have been a good inspiration for the students in Mangalore and all the events you hold in Riverview. So many students come there and they get empowered. And it's a beautiful place. It's like very serene and peaceful. And then students get inspired to like do entrepreneurship and business or whatever they plan to do, because they need to mind to open up, because normally there's so much pressure from college. They're not able to like free the mind. And when they talk to you, suddenly like they say, hey, this is possible. And then like they go and try. So that is the thing. So it is not about doing the work for them. It's just like helping them. And then when you have confidence in them, they get confident themselves. So you have done that, giving confidence in themselves. And they're already smart kids, but they need to be somebody to tell them like, yes, you can do it. And then they go and do it.
Sir, now you are in California. Now you know the Indian working condition and the working condition in the US. Now, when you compare, what is the difference that you see in the career front in America and in India? The nature of work which people are doing.
So I think with globalization, the nature of work has become the same, and it is up to the person, because the internet that I have access to the information in Wikipedia, I go to Google, type something. The student in like a village in India also has. There's no longer like a boundary between I had to come to another country to like go to college, and almost everything you learn in a college is already available on internet or in books, and you can find almost everything online. So only thing needed is the drive from students to study, sit down, and maybe some family support, confidence to have like healthy lifestyle, not to get stressed out, and have enough healthy food and time to study and time to read, and not to get diverted by smaller topics. So there's not much difference between working in anywhere in the world now. In fact, a lot of countries doing very well now.
But there is respect for job. Does respect for work is different in America and in India, sir. If a person doing any work in America, the personal respect is perfectly maintained there. It is there for a gardener, for a plumber, for anybody. They have equal respect to a doctor or engineer or a chartered accountant or anybody. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir. So I think that comes from the demand for labor. So what happens is there's a big demand for labor and supply. So because having so few people who can do the work, and then there's so much qualifications. You can't become a plumber unless you pass some exams and stuff. So they know exactly which kind of wire to connect where, and what the voltages are, and what kind of chip to connect in where. So that is a kind of learning they get. So then respect comes from that, and a regular person could also do it, but then they don't do it out here. And I think and another thing would be in India would be good would be if people actually become hands-on. Like most people don't actually go and fix themselves. Like don't try to fix the plumbing work, don't try to repair the fan. And if everyone did that, they will have more understanding of the more respect for labor. So if you actually do the work, if you cook yourself, you'll have respect for housework. If you wash yourself, you'll have respect for how much washing, and mindfulness. Like it's just not just putting in water, also looking, is it clean? So all that comes from doing it yourself. If you do it, you'll respect the work. So if you've never done it, you'll think, oh, that looks easy. Somebody else will do it for me. And we'll actually understand like how to fit everything together. And you'll also be able to judge better. Is it a good plumbing job? Is it a good cooking? Right now, you go out and order food, and you have no idea how they cook it. You just say, okay, it tastes sweet. But then if you actually made it at home, you'll have good idea. So I think that is the difference. Respect for all work, and then do it yourself once.
That's wonderful, sir. You're also telling there is professionalism in every work.
To do it very carefully, to go home and study, and not to rush it, not to hammer. Like I've seen people hammer a screw because they don't know how to use a screwdriver. But then, like, if people have more mindful, okay, study all the tools, or but maybe somebody should teach them. Maybe that no, they never went to college or something. So that might also be a problem. Like a lot of people cannot afford to go to school, so they become a plumber. And in here, like everyone has to go to a college to become a plumber. So maybe that makes a difference. But then to reach out, to learn from, I think the only way is to learn, self-learning. And self-learning, if you don't have a laptop, watch somebody else do the work. Go and become an apprentice. Work for 2 years for free, and you learn from the master. Then you start your own business. So that is the second option. But I think in Bangalore, people are very, very mindful. They do a very good job, and they are very honest, and they do it very well. At least I've seen that in where I get my things repaired. People do a very good job.
That is true, sir. That is true. What you are telling is learn from the master. That means practice and learn. Than learning theory. It is like learning swimming by reading book. And when you get into the swimming pool or river, things will be different.
Yes, you're right, sir. So the thing is, the master is everywhere. So like they say in Japanese Zen, that like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Like today I was ready, you appeared.
Yes, sir. I believe
So
in
then,
that. I believe in that.
so I think teachers are always there. But then student has to be ready. Say, okay, I want to go and find out. And then he asks somebody will answer the question. So there are a lot of people who know the answer, but you ask.
You are perfectly right. Here the point is what you are searching is also searching for you. When I am sending a
Oh,
message to you, the same thing happened from your side to my side. So what we are searching is also searching for us. That is the
that's a good
philosophy.
one.
Ah, sir. And the universe, which is taken millions of years to formulate and to evolve, still continuing to evolve to be a better place. And we are all happy to be contemporaries at this time and connected from different part of the planet. One last message you please give to.
You have to study, you have to be mindful, you have to work hard, you have to meditate, and you have to do your own work and think and not take the easy path because you have only one choice in life. Do a good job, and the universe will support you. Your time is the most precious thing you have. It never comes back. So don't waste it. And health. Don't waste your health, time, and your existence. It's only once.
Eager to meet you at Mangalore and thank you very much, sir. And thank you very much
Yes.
for the viewers.